the streets excuse me, get overcrowded, or they have open streets today down in my neighborhood. So usually it's every Sunday for 1 month, like 3 or 4 Sundays depending on how the dates fall in the month. But this time around they extended it through mid-October. So and it's, there's like little stations and games and vendors. It's, I guess someone said it's a desperate attempt to get people out to the streets. There are way too many people who somewhere along the line developed a skill and they think they're good at it. And it might be how they think they can handle people. And if you parade out, this is very family oriented, like kids and church folk and stuff like that. And I just see a whole bunch of people walking around trying to figure out, still to this day without any success, how to puppet someone. Because they learned it from some, dark, deceiving Italian group or whatever. And the universe could try to make a sort of attempt to help you feel superior, because if you're made to believe you can handle people and you have less than $20 million in your bank account, then you are helped by the universe to allow you to feel superior, as if you're in charge of someone else's life. And that's about it. They'll just stick you in a rinky-dink job and let you keep trying, and sometimes it seems like you're successful and sometimes it doesn't. So anyway, them's the breaks, I guess. So funny. I think we're all that religious. You probably are a riot ship, based on the conspiracy theory you wanted to peddle. Do you think there's a ship in you? Right. Bud BB-1 Pioneer aircraft. Just like a girl, I am uninterested in learning the history of aircraft. It's something that never interested me. It's like trains, planes, automobiles. I'm a little bit curious about cars, just because it came up and I had to learn how to identify every make and model. Because there were a lot of Chargers and Challengers and all that, Dodges and this, that, and the other, Rams, Mustangs. So Dodges, Challengers, Chargers, Mustangs, they all can appear similar depending on the make, model, and year. I'm sorry, the year, if you will. Camaros. Look at this. Now, people forget that there's a big gigantic camera on the Franklin Institute that points out to this intersection here. So the camera is, look, there's red or pink on the firefighter building, 1717 Arch. So the camera is right on that corner there, beyond that flag, and on the, so it's there. And when it's supposed to snow, the idea is check the live Earth cam, and you can see if snow has started or accumulated yet in, Center City, basically. This is, even though it's not downtown in the high rise, like in the depths of the high rise area, it's still considered downtown Center City. Actually, I have 2 cars here on Vine Street coming, or, it turns into Ben Franklin Parkway. Should go by the reflection pool. So the Franklin Institute appears to be lit up and green. I guess for the Eagles, they're sort of in the beginning-ish, I guess, of the season. I don't know how it works. I know they didn't win against the Giants the other day, so that's a thing. In the beginning, it seemed like they were doing well. I don't really pay too much attention because of the spikes in energy. I need more constant. So here's the reflection pool. In case anyone needs time to reflect on who they are and what they've done, like atoning for one's sins, Yom Kippur, if you even know what that means, even though you claim to be part of the Judaic religion and group of people, the quote-unquote chosen ones. I never really heard that. Someone else brought that up. I didn't hear that pounded too much, the chosen ones. There's the belly of the beast. Great, the stick is not lit up on top of Comcast Center 2 and Four Seasons. So I don't know if they're doing light repair at the top or someone at the top's light's about to go out. So I looked at deaths over the past, like recent deaths, because Diane Keaton came up, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's right, Diane Keaton. She passed away 79. Giorgio Armani, 91. Of course, Jane Goodall, 91. Who else was? Oh, Kennedy, Joan Bennett Kennedy. I think she was 89. 89. So the hope is you get to sort of make it past, your 80s. That's like the biggest goal. Of course, you want to be able to afford to live that long. So how do people make it? Kind of curious if anyone without the right provisions has, lived a very long life. There's the granary. So I noticed on the Starbucks app there were 200 points given, and I wasn't part of a promotion that gave 200 points. I don't get Starbucks as often as one might assume. It's like once a month, or if I'm on a roll, I'll go for like 3 days and get. But there is also a free drink, valid 10/7 through 10/13. They have to use a code 4282. If you worked at Starbucks, or if this has happened to you before, you know that they need to use the code. They don't have like a barcode in the promotion. Like there should be both. The manual entry of a code is reserved for when things don't work perfectly, like barcodes, or whatever those things are, those squares, QR code. So anyway, I'm just saying, if you notice it on your app, if you have an app, you have until tomorrow. You have through tomorrow to use it, get a free drink. Might as well get a grande, or venti. So we'll see. I just noticed it yesterday and I was like, what? Is that a free? I rarely